your Norcast weather update. Brought to you by East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows, offering the best roof warranty in the business. Our warranty covers 50 years of materials, 25 years of workmanship, and leak-free guarantee. Call 609-646-1444.
All right, good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well and you had a great weekend. I'm going to explain why it was a little bit cooler than forecast yesterday for some of you in just a moment. I have a map that I created because I saw a whole bunch of comments. I'm off on the weekend, but I still try to monitor social media, and I saw some confusion, but it's all right. We're going to go over that. It was a really nice day yesterday. I had an opportunity to be outside for a few hours. I'm part of a kickball league in Philadelphia. I was up there, and for the first time, we weren't standing around freezing. I understand at the shore. I mean, it's usually the case. It's that time of the year where your air temperature at the beach is very close to what the water temperature is. You got 52-degree water temperature coming in. So anytime you have a wind coming across that, obviously that's going to have a big impact on where your actual land temperatures are on the island. So aside from that, I think it was beautiful. Was the perfect temperature for me, Dennis says. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, Lauren and Christina and Charlene and Karen and Michelle and Rochelle. Patricia, Rochelle, I'm actually visiting you in 3 days, the 28th. I'm going to be visiting some kids at the school, talking about the weather and all kinds of things. We had Earth Day on Friday. We had a big Earth Day celebration at the ACUA. And, you know, it's funny. I had a pretty good conversation with a whole bunch of you. I wrote up this big dissertation about, where we are in terms of climate change and all that kind of stuff. And it's become such a political hot button issue, and I don't know why it shouldn't be political. And I've explained many times. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. Nobody is paying me to say anything. I'm telling you what I think from a scientific standpoint. And, you know, with the cooler weather as of late, I've seen so many talking points, I'll call them, of people commenting saying, well, where's global warming? Where's climate change? It's cool. Well, we're living it. See, what's happening is things are shifting, things are changing. And as a result, we are seeing these years where the wintry pattern wants to hang on into the spring pattern, right? Everything lags, and it seems like the shoulder seasons are actually shrinking. So the nice months, spring and fall, they are getting shorter and shorter. And I was talking to one viewer earlier this morning who kind of confused that sentiment there, saying it's been cool. Where's global warming? Yada, yada, yada. And my response is always this. What happens in a small part of a country or a continent is not representative writ large of what is going on across the globe. Global temperatures are up. We're running about 3 degrees above the mean. And yeah, it has been warmer in the past. Absolutely. You go back 2, 3, 4,000 years ago, everything was tropical. But the difference is the rate at which we have warmed up since the Industrial Revolution in about 200 years is unprecedented. That has never happened before. Everything else has been gradual over time. In 200 years, we have warmed up about 3 degrees. And it doesn't seem significant on paper, I get it, but for every 1 degree of warming, 4% more water vapor is able to be held in the atmosphere, and that is where we are seeing the bigger issue here. So, look, I'm not of the mindset that we're all going to die tomorrow, and I'm certainly not of the mindset that it's all a government conspiracy, but common sense, people. You know, science is real, climate is real, and look, this is coming from somebody as recently as 5 years ago. I was a skeptic. You know, I went into this like I don't really believe the whole thing. I did my own research, peer review studies, all that kind of stuff. And you find out on a hyper-local sense how this is all changing and having an impact on where we live, and then you start investigating other parts of the country and other parts of the world, and that is how it's done. I think that's what you should do in science. You question the narrative and then you research. But anyway, I'll get off of my soapbox and we'll talk about good weather coming our way. I mean, we got clouds out there now. Tomorrow is going to be warmer, but the sunshine is going to come back. It might be in limited supply over the next couple days, but I think the second part of this week is going to look really, really nice, and we will be excited about that. Okay, let's pull up our national holidays here. It is still April, right? Last time I checked. I take the weekends off and I kind of lose track of time. All right, over here, we're going to hit this button, and we're going to see that today is the 25th. If you're a fan of, was it Mean Girls? I think it's Mean Girls. Today is supposed to be the perfect day. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. You just need a light jacket. I swear, I'm horrible at pop culture, but I think that's what it is, right? Mean Girls. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because God knows I get this stuff wrong all the time. Anyway, today is National Lingerie Day. It's World Malaria Day. It is, what else is it? It is National Zucchini Bread Day. I love zucchini bread. I don't really like zucchini, but zucchini bread, yeah, I can get behind that. It is National Hug a Plumber Day. It is National Hairstylist Appreciation Day. One of our good friends, Eric, is our hairstylist. So I will make sure to appreciate him when he comes over and does my hair later on. It's National DNA Day. It's Anzac Day. National Liberation Day, Every Kid Healthy Week, and it's National Infant Immunization Week. All right, so that's what we have going on. And on an official note, let's talk about some of our actual observed holidays coming up. We've got 9 days until Cinco de Mayo. Let's say it's 9 days, so it means that it's on a Wednesday. That stinks. You could have had a Taco Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo. 13 days until Mother's Day, and we've got 33 days until Memorial Day. Now, I'm hoping it's a lot better than last Memorial Day weekend, because I had a party at my house, a reunion from the TV station, pool party, all that kind of stuff. And it was cold and rainy. So hopefully we can change things up a little bit. All right, so this is the Great Divide. This is why it was cooler yesterday. Look, we were anticipating on Thursday that we'd get to 80 degrees. Our models were really pushing up the temperatures, 80, 81, 82 degrees. And then by Friday, I started backing down like 77, 78, as it became apparent that this thing that's snaking across your screen right now was going to be a little farther to the west. This is a stationary boundary, a backdoor cold front. The positioning of high pressure changed. Now, we knew the islands were going to be cold in the 50s and 60s. I mean, that was a surefire bet. But I was thinking a little warmer on the mainland. My house in Washington Township, we got up to 75. I called for 77. You know what? That's good enough for me. But any small, minute change like that, like the positioning of high pressure west by even 15 miles, that is the difference that can be made. And if you're a local here in South Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania, Central Jersey, whatever, you know that these backdoor cold fronts are fickle. So in my mind, temperature verification is less important than, say, precipitation verification. It was still a beautiful day nonetheless, partly to mostly sunny skies out there and warm weather if you were away from the parkway and you didn't have to deal with that cool breeze. I was in Egg Harbor Township around 5 or 6 o'clock, and it was cold by the time I was at Bob's Garden Center. Cloudy skies out over the Delaware Bay right now. Our Fortescue camera showing you a rather dull start to your Monday. Same thing a little farther north in Ocean City over the Great Egg Harbor Bay. It's calm, but it's cloudy, it's dull, it's overcast. Finally, we'll head up into the Great Egg Harbor River outside the inn at Sugar Hill. Cloudy sky, so it is the same general theme everywhere you go. At 6 o'clock, when the sun started peeking above the horizon, I had a very brief period of partly sunny skies. And now the clouds have won out. We've got a temperature of 52, dew point of 47. That number is going to be coming up into the 50s, so our fire risk goes down today. But as the winds come up on Wednesday and the dew points come way down, that fire risk is going to be breeding again. 12-mile-an-hour winds in Atlantic City, 10 in Hamilton, same thing in Toms River and Asbury Park, 13 in the courthouse, and those winds are off of the ocean, so yes, it is going to feel rather chilly up and down the shoreline from Asbury Park down to Cape May today. 52 in Atlantic City, 50 in Philly, 69 in Cleveland, and out to the west, you can see clearly where our next cold front is coming from. 50 in Chicago, and then north and west of there, I was paying attention to my buddy Adam Rutt, who used to work with us at TV40 here in South Jersey several years ago. But anyway, he's forecasting in the Dakotas now. He had tornado warnings in one part of the market and blizzard warnings out west. Crazy stuff. I mean, we get some crazy weather here, but never that dichotomy. So cold fronts out to the west. That'll be sweeping through tomorrow. 47 right now in Mount Holly, 47 in Manchester, 49 in Pemberton. I think Kim, if I remember correctly, Kim that usually watches with us in the morning is from Manchester. We have Zach from Mount Holly, 46 in Doylestown, 48 in Norristown, 49 in Glassboro, 51 in Mays Landing and Dennisville, 52 in Atlantic City, as well as Stone Harbor. Finally up in Toms River, 50, Asbury Park at 49. So it's a uniform air mass on top of the region. Dew points are in the upper 40s down to the south, even lower 50s through Cape May County. A little drier to the north and west in Doylestown and Norristown. We will see these numbers come up. It's not going to be oppressive. It's not that time of the year yet. But that's good for fire risk. So out the door today, cloudy sky is going to be winning pretty much all day. You're going to have to find a way for Mother Nature to keep you engaged and optimistic and positive because, I mean, the weather's just not going to be doing it on its own. Nothing going on Doppler radar, so there's no rain today. Your closest area of precipitation is east of Fort Wayne, coming through the Ohio Valley, Indianapolis. You got some severe thunderstorms that'll be coming through Kentucky and Arkansas and Louisiana, but that system, by the time it gets to us, will fizzle and not concerned about any severe weather for us this week. So not as much sunshine. The sea breeze is going to be keeping our temperatures cooler. We're briefly mild tomorrow, and then there's a chance of some late day showers coming through with that cold front. Now, here's the caveat for tomorrow. If it ends up looking like today, you're not going to get into the low and mid 70s. You'll be stuck in the 60s. But even if there is a 2 or 3 hour period of partly sunny skies, this time of the year, it's very easy to rapidly warm up. So we could get to 72 to 75. But there's that caveat, okay? More clouds equal cooler temperatures. We're calm but cool this week, struggling to be in the 60s, especially on Wednesday and Thursday. Here's our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and you see this pool of cool air right over the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic with the warmer stuff just down to the south, and it looks like that is going to stay the case going into early May. Now, we're not talking cold weather, but not into the upper 60s and into the 70s like we would expect this time of the year. Ridge of high pressure builds across Texas, and that is where all the toasty temperatures are going to be. All right, so let's put today through Futurecast here. We've got cloudy skies pretty much all day with maybe clouds eroding for some pokes of sun through the afternoon. But, I mean, by and large, with that wind stacking in off of the ocean, you're just going to fill the skies with clouds. Tomorrow morning is cloudy. We have a chance of a couple passing showers, but I think that chance is going to increase the later we go into the day. And if I were to peg a time for partly sunny skies, it's between 12 and 3 o'clock. So for today, about 63. Cloudy skies all day. The winds aren't bad. Out of the east-southeast, sustained at about 10, maybe up to 15 at the islands, but you're not going to be blown around. But keep in mind, any breeze off of the ocean is going to make it feel colder up and down the barrier islands. So you could get some minor gusts. But I mean, when you take into consideration, we deal with 30, 35, 40 mile an hour gusts on a regular basis. What's 20 miles an hour? For today along the beaches, 55 in Brigantine, 57 in Ocean City, 56 in the LBI area, 59 in Avalon, 59 in Cape May. Again, with those easterly winds to around 15 miles an hour. For tonight, comfortable. You'll be able to sleep with the window cracked open. 50s, 52 will do it. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, yeah, it's not going to be the brightest day. I don't know if I could call it a terrific Tuesday, but it's a step in the right direction with the temperature department. I think there's a sliver of South Jersey that could get into the lower 70s. A period of partly sunny skies will help bolster these numbers. And then we are cooler on Wednesday. Winds will tick up. It's a cloudy day on Wednesday, 58, 57 on Thursday, 61 on Friday, 65 on Saturday. So an average kind of weekend, and it looks like we are still dry. So that is good. That is, positive information. Extending out to the 10-day forecast, You'll see that we're up to 73, down to 69, and 80 could sneak in there on Wednesday. I mean, this is 9 days into the future. Obviously, you got to take it with a small grain of sand, but it is what it is. It looks like we're right back down into the lower 60s by Thursday. So the point here is we are not done yet with that late season chill. So that's it. Miscongeniality, that's it. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. Not too hot, not too cold. You just need a light jacket. That's what that quote is from. So that's what I got for you guys. Enjoy your day. Not the brightest, but we'll get through it, I'm sure. I want to direct you over to my website, which you'll also be able to get there through nor'easternick.com, but the official site is called norcast.tv. And on here, you get the video, which is, look, this is us live right now. You get the social media feed. You get to click where you live. You'll get the radar image. You'll get a quick 30-second video at the top here. Radar forecast for your day, 12-hourly forecast here. Just really, really good stuff. And also, if you want to take a look at, say, the weather camera network, this is really cool. You can see exactly what's going on in real time over here. So check it out. It's norcast.tv. I will leave you with a shot of, where do we want to go today? I guess we'll go to Fortescue. Why not? Have a great day, everybody, and we will chat a little later.